Let's talk about the history of Naches, Washington. Hey guys, I'm on a mission to talk about the history of every single place on Earth. Naches, Washington, let's go. Long before maps named it, the land around Naches, Washington was a corridor. For thousands of years, indigenous peoples, especially the Yakima, used the Naches River Valley and Naches Pass as seasonal routes for fishing, hunting, and trade across the Cascades. Even the name Naches traces back to the native language, commonly interpreted as turbulent water. In 1853, the valley entered written American history when wagon immigrants attempted to force a road over Naches Pass. The most famous was the Longmire Party, who lowered wagons by rope down the eastern slope. It proved dramatic but impractical. Naches Pass never became a main navigation route. Just 2 years later, the region was shaken by the 1855 Treaty Era and the Yakima War, as U.S. expansion collided with Yakima sovereignty. For decades after, settlement here remained sparse. That changed though in the late 1800s. Ranchers and homesteaders began settling the valley, drawn in by fertile land and water. By the early 1900s, irrigation would transform everything. In 1906, the town of Naches was formally platted, supplied by the Wapatux Canal, and soon connected by rail to Yakima, turning a river valley into a working town. Federal reclamation projects would follow. Bumping Dam was completed in 1908, and the massive Titan Canal system expanded irrigation across the valley. Construction of the Rimrock Dam would begin in 1917, paused during World War I, and then later finished in 1925, locking Naches into one of the most engineered watersheds of the West. Naches would incorporate in 1922. Orchards flourished, fruit packing and timber mills followed, and the town's identity became inseparable from water, wood, and agriculture. Today, Naches remains small, but its history runs deep. A native crossroads, a failed wagon route, an irrigation hub, and a living example of how water reshaped the West. So let me know if you live near or you're in Naches, Washington, and as always, follow for more history videos.